Hey, happy Tuesday, everybody. Look at what I have on my bench today. I got started on this instrument fairly early this afternoon, and what I have in front of me is a 1956 Martin 017. And a few things that I've done thus far. I have polished the fretboard, and this guitar obviously has been reshot with finish, and it's not the greatest refinish job in the world, but it's probably helping protect the wood. Looks like they've used a color in the finish, so the thing's got a little bit of a red tint to it. It's not like a real natural mahogany color, although it, obviously it looks like mahogany. It's a mahogany back, front, back, sides, blah blah blah. Brazilian rosewood fretboard that when they shot the finish on here, they shot right over the top of the fingerboard, and you can see that what I've done is I've gone over the entire fingerboard with a razor blade and removed as much of that finish as I could get off of there. The other thing that they've done is up in this area, you can see these spots where they've spot filled the old man fingernail disease, where the old guy dug out the fretboard. And here's another mark that the old guy put in here. This is a friend's guitar. His dad owned it first, and he inherited it from his dad. And it's just a beautiful made in Nazareth, PA, I believe. Is it Nazareth, PA? Something like that. Yeah. Anyhow, so I am doing my favorite thing, and y'all get to watch me do this one more time. Treat this fretboard with linseed oil, bring this wood back to life. After polishing the frets and removing all of the excess DNA by scraping it with a razor blade and knocking that top layer. It was very shiny and glossy looking, as if somebody had treated the fretboard with linseed oil and left like that much on it. If you do that with linseed oil, it will leave a hardened coating on there, and the fretboard will look real shiny. But when you do this again with linseed oil, you notice I'm wiping and wiping and wiping. I am not leaving any residue on here. And I'm going to hit the saddle with some linseed, bring that back to life. Look at that, boom. It's so nice to do this with a guitar and make them look nice and pretty again. Alright, and again we're going to go over this fretboard, and you can see that wipe it down till it looks virtually dry. You just want to get enough on there, just a tiny little microscopic layer, and the linseed oil keeps all the bad stuff out and the good stuff in. Just don't leave a bunch of it on there, because it's not terribly healthy for the wood, and it'll make your fingerboard actually a little sticky if you do that. As you can see, boom, get it all, make it look dry, and you can really see those fingernail divots where dude dug into this bad boy. And again, some of them have been filled back in here, especially right in here. You can see these, and they used a little bit of rosewood dust and mixed it with some glue and filled those spots. It's a great way to do it, versus scraping the wood down. But that's another way to do it. You roll that way. So, cool, 1956. I have a very vintage instrument on my desk. Honored and lucky to be able to work on this and see a guitar like this. Very cool instrument. And over it with a nice rag. Boom. And the frets are now polished and ready for strings. The string action at the 12th fret was about a 64th inch high. So I took 2 64ths off of the saddle. It's a bone saddle. To drop that action down, 1 64th. So we'll place that back in there, put some strings on her, and set it up. Peace, y'all. Have a wonderful day.